Hey y'all, it's Brittany.
And it's Juke, and you are tuned into 10-Minute Topics with the Finance Dolls. What's our topic today, Brittany?
Today's topic is save your money, save your life.
Oh, that's deep.
It is. It is. So I got a question. What kind of car do you think Warren Buffett drives?
Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in America. What's his net worth?
It's about 105.6 billion.
Okay, 106 billion. I would say like an old, maybe like a, I don't know, like an old BMW or something?
Close.
Or a Lamborghini?
Close. He drives a Cadillac XTS.
A Cadillac. American made car. Okay. All right.
And he only spends about $3.89 on breakfast if he's splurging.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Frugal.
Okay.
All right. So let's jump into our topics. The entire topic here. The topic for today is save your money, save your life. And it's important. I'm glad you brought that up. That's such a good point because these people are literally driving cars that are like economy cars or affordable cars. Yeah. So there's one thing I've heard a lot of people say, and we mentioned in the last show when we was talking about budgeting, is that people think that if you have so much money, like you don't have to put an emphasis on saving money. Yeah. So why do you think it's important to actually save money?
I think one of the major reasons of saving money is to have that cash flow and to have like liquid cash, right? Because we never think about something bad happening or our tire bursting while we're driving or anything of that nature until it happens. So I feel like it's important to have available cash accessible. So that way when something does come up, you don't have to pull out and reach your credit card that may have a 19.9% APR. You have that cash and you're able to just handle it. I feel like it makes life better, waking up every day knowing you can take care of something if it does happen.
Brittany, let me ask you this. Did you know that 60+ % of Americans don't even have $1,000 in their bank account saved?
I wouldn't doubt it. And I wouldn't doubt that it's probably similar to that same percentage with $500. I don't know, but I know that a lot of Americans don't even have $500.
$500 saved in their bank account. I think that if we're talking about saving, I think that it's really important for you to save, and I think for your mental health. Like sometimes we think that you have to have some reason to save money, right? And that like discourages people from saving because they're just trying to make it. But I think it's important to save because if you know in the back of your mind, first of all, there's a lot of stress that comes with not having money in your account and knowing that anything can happen at any time, you can't pay for it. But another thing too is what a stress reliever it is to know that you have 1 year or 2 years or 3 years of income saved up and you really could quit that job or do whatever you want to do at any time, or just to know that you're going to be okay. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think it's very, very important to save. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and give you 2 ways that I think that you could save money, right? 2 practical ways. Number 1, I was a licensed financial advisor. I'm still a licensed financial advisor actually for 10 years. And this is one thing I used to teach even the wealthiest people. So I've had very wealthy clients. I've had clients that had $100,000 with me all the way up to clients that have had 10, 20, $50 million with me.
Is this the capture spend system?
Oh, how did she know?
Because you taught me.
I did. Okay, that's exactly it. So the capture spend system, it works a little bit like this, right? And I'm gonna give you the meat of it. If you wanna know more about it, be sure to click the link in my bio and book a consultation and I'll walk you through it. But here's how it works. Most people, they have a checking and a savings account, all right? Most people have their direct deposit, their check go into their checking account. And then what else is in their checking account as well? Subscriptions, your debit card, your Zelle, all these different transfers, right? So you're literally giving the entire world access to all of your money. It's a simple fix that can change that. You should have your direct deposit, and if you're an entrepreneur, however you're getting paid, whatever your receipts are, they should go directly into your savings account. I know that goes against all logic or everything that you've been taught, but here's the reason why. If you have it deposited into your savings account, then you can then move the amount of money that you need over from your savings to your checking account, and that way you can control the amount that you spend, right? But then let your savings grow at will. So here's the thing. So let's say, for instance, you're working in corporate America, and let's say you're making like $5,000 a month or whatever. Let's say that you calculate your expenses according to the budgeting baddie here. She showed you ways to organize and calculate your expenses. And you said, okay, I spent about $4,000 a month. I have $1,000 left over. You can automatically have your $5,000 go into your savings account, transfer the $4,000 over to your checking account and just spend like you normally do. And the $1,000 is already there in your savings. What that does differently is that instead of you having your check drop into your checking account, it's like dropping into a garbage disposal, because as soon as it's getting in there, it's getting ate up.
It's getting ate up.
Subscriptions and all these other things, right? If it's in your savings account, it acts like a barrier of protection because you don't have debit cards, you don't have PayPal, you don't have those things connected to your savings account.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't. What happens if you get a raise then? And you're used to transferring automatically that $4,000 over a month. Let's say you get a raise and now you're making $6,000 a month. You're instantly, without even thinking about it, saving an extra $2,000 instead of $1, because you're still used to spending that $4,000 or whatever. I'm telling you, it's a trick of the trade. And if you're in corporate America, I know for a fact that you can change your direct deposit on your payroll to have some money go directly to your savings account. So that's something you might want to explore. The other option is, and I stole this from a friend, and she's a good friend, but she's doing very well. Her name is Slim. That's what she goes by, and she does credit. What she told me is that as an entrepreneur, every dollar that she gets, right, or every $2 that she gets $1, put $1 in her checking, $1 in her savings automatically.
So she's 50-50.
She's saving half of her money. And it's because she's paid sporadically. She's getting, just random payments, and some of them are small. So even if it's $20, she put 10 in her savings, 10 to her checking account.
I love to hear it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then what also happens is that you automatically set your goal to be a little bit higher. Because if you know you're automatically saving half of your money, instead of having your goal being, I have to make $100,000, now you know in order for you to spend 100, you got to make 200, if that makes sense. And then you're automatically saving half of your money. And I really like that system as well because it's a little bit of a simple system.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to add to that about saving, or is there any ways that you can save without thinking about it?
So I do have a cute little way of saving without thinking about it. It's called the Digit app. I know everybody loves apps, and it's like an app that saves without you feeling it. So you're able to set goals, whether it be a rainy day, travel, whatever it is, you can set a dollar amount or just leave it for a rainy day. And you can also set a basis. So it's linked to your checking account or savings account rather. And you can say, if this balance goes below a certain amount, don't take out. So every day it takes little by little, but it doesn't send you a notification or anything. And I actually do it just for fun, and I forgot about it. And one day after 2-3 months, I looked at it and I had $2,000 saved.
Okay,
Just
that's
little
good.
by little in a little account. So those are ways to save if you have issues doing it. But I love that capture spend system.
Yeah.
My parents kind of sort of did that a little bit with my sister, but she also doesn't have living expenses, so.
Yeah, that's exactly. But
Love that.
So wrapping up, we're coming in for a landing. I would say your homework for today is this.
Give us the homework.
I want you, I don't care what you're doing, if you're in corporate, if you're entrepreneurship, go and try it just for 3 months, changing your direct deposit or whatever, however you're getting paid, have that go into your savings account as opposed to going into your checking account. And you can set up an automatic transfer to cover your bills, or you can transfer it yourself. When you do that, then I want you to subscribe, and meet me in the comments and tell me meet us actually in the comments and tell us how that worked out for you.
And you can also follow us on Instagram @Finance Dolls.
All right, see you next time.